I had no idea what to expect from the real story of Baa Baa Black Sheep. I only discovered this because of my great love of Shelley Long. She voices one of the characters. And I'll talk about the characters in a moment, but I am the first person to interact with this on Letterboxd. There are no reviews on IMDb. I had no idea if this was going to be any good or not, or at least what my expectations should be. But I'm pleased to say I rather enjoyed it. I've mentioned this before. I love when we have interesting takes on classic children's stories and nursery rhymes. And this is definitely an interesting take on the story of Baa Baa Black Sheep. This was released in 1991. It's directed by Gerald Potterton, and we have a voice cast including, of course, Shelley Long, who voices the Dame, as in one for the Master and one for the Dame. We also have Terrence Scammell as Baa Baa. We have Aron as Master Wolf, Robert Stack as Littleboy, and various other voice actors as various characters. And it's basically the story of how Baa Baa Black Sheep came to be. But this is not a story of sheep in a field with a farmer tending to the flock. Absolutely not. I don't want to give away too much because it's definitely very creative and I don't want to give away too much, but Baa Baa Black Sheep is in a very criminal situation to start off with, and he ends up having this encounter with Master Wolf, and then he ends up having this wool operation. And I won't say how he gets the wool or what he does with the wool, but to answer the question of Baa Baa Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, he does, but in a non-traditional way. And we have some interesting characters, some interesting locations. I would say it's probably not child-friendly. It's not, I wouldn't consider it an adult film, but it's not, in my opinion, suitable for children looking for a fun way to explore Baa Baa Black Sheep, even though it is an animation. So that's just worth pointing out that it's probably not something you want to show young children. But I found this to be rather fun and very unpredictable, which I liked. And we have great vocal performances, of course, from Shelley Long. I wasn't sure how much of a prominent role she'd have in this when I realised the character she was playing, but she's in it a decent amount. I'm happy enough with that. If, like me, you love watching interesting takes on classic children's stories and nursery rhymes, definitely worth watching. The narration is brilliant. A lot of the narration, or a lot of the lines of the narration, are actually plucked from children's nursery rhymes, which I thought was very cleverly done. So it's really satisfying to listen to. I like the animation quality. I really like the animation style. Absolutely no issues there either. And then we have great voice acting, great voice cast. And as a Shelley Long fan, I'm very, very happy as well. So definitely worth checking out if it sounds like it appeals to you. It is part of a series called The Real Story Of. And among this series, we have, I think, 12 episodes. 12 episodes according to IMDb. And we have, I haven't looked at too many of them, but we have The Rise and Fall of Humpty Dumpty, The Real Story of O Christmas Tree. I feel like some of them might actually be quite fascinating to check out, but for now, I'm happy to have seen The Real Story of Baa Baa Black Sheep. I should point out that I'm not 100% sure when it was released because Letterboxd says 1991, but IMDb says 1994, so if anybody can confirm that. Either way, please feel free to let me know, but apologies if I get it incorrect in the title. But that aside, I rather enjoyed this. I might check out some of the others if you're a fan of interesting takes on children's stories, and indeed if you're a fan of Shelley Long or any of the other voice cast, I'd say The Real Story of Baa Baa Black Sheep is one that's worth checking out.